Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Game Time Productions has watches and bands, but also is a leader in licensed sports watches, having active, ongoing license agreements with the NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, NASCAR, WWE, lots of iconic athletes and brands as well. So with me is CEO Adam Pennington, and then we'll talk with you, Lynn, about the marketing of it in a second. But Adam, just tell me a little bit about the company, and you recently changed your ticker symbol as well, right? So
yes, well, we're still GRNL.
Okay.
It's Greenlight Ventures, DBA Game Time Productions.
Okay.
Game Time Productions has 5 different divisions within Game Time Productions. We have Game Time Watches, Game Time Bands, Game Time Performance, Game Time Wellness, and Game Time Media. So today I think we're going to focus a little on the watches.
Okay.
We've been making watches for the NFL and Major League Baseball and all those licensees you spoke about for 24 years now. We're the largest licensed watch manufacturer in the history of all of the leagues. And we are now branching out, and we've done bands, and we've done a number of clocks and another number of other products as well.
And you have a Jets deal.
We have a Jets deal.
Okay.
We just signed a deal. Very excited to be the official watch of the New York Jets. It's a 3-year deal, and it gives us a lot of game day activation, as well as use for advertising social media with their players or logos, and which sort of brings Lynn into the picture for us.
Let's introduce Lynn. So Lynn Ehrenberg, owner of Ehrenberg Public Relations. So what's your role in this, and how do you plan on marketing this?
Well, we're very excited to have Game Time Productions as a new client, and we plan on coming out of the gates making a splash about this new collaboration with the New York Jets.
Yeah, okay. How do you do that? Plan to do that specifically?
Well, we have a great deal with them, and the Jets are working very closely with us. So we'll be promoting some of the players, the watches, activations at some of the games. The sky's the limit, really. So we're really excited about this season.
Okay, thank you.
And we have a really nice tie as well, because Lynn used to be a...
Yes, I'm a former Miami Dolphins cheerleader.
Okay.
And my team and my public relations company employs other Dolphins cheerleaders.
Okay.
So it's about time that we, ditched the Dolphins and went with the Jets.
Yeah.
We're excited to be
Well, and you
part
understand
of
the whole culture too, which is really helpful.
That's right, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you.
We have some exciting stuff. Probably the most exciting thing we have coming down the pike is we just brought on a brilliant scientist, Mikkel Anderson, to be our head of product development for Game Time Performance. And Mikkel has done numerous different projects with celebrities, and we're really excited to have him on board, and I'm sure he could tell you a little bit about his products.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you're working on.
A lot of things, but one in particular, I call it the blast cap. And it's a dosing apparatus where inside the cap you have the powder separately. It's not a liquid, so you can go like out of the bounds and create thousands of new formulas, and there's no chemicals, no preservatives, no stabilizers. You have the bioavailability as far as intake of your body. And whenever you're ready to drink a drink, you just blast, shake, and you have the freshest drink on earth.
So what is in that helps?
This is a multivitamin, but there's thousands of categories, whether it's sleep, whether it's energy, whether it's sport, whatever it is, you can design your own custom formulas.
Yeah, oh, interesting, okay.
And Mikkel is also working on some energy shots for some of our licensors as well, which we're really excited about, and that's all coming this year, and we're excited and ready to go.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mikkel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
PetVivo has a unique and innovative tool that treats osteoarthritis in animals. And with me is the CEO, John Ghiai, to explain more about this and also some progress you've made. I guess it's been a couple months since we talked, and there was a recent peer review article that was favorable for your spring technology. Tell me about that article, who wrote it, what did it say?
Sure. So Dr. Tamara Grubb wrote the article. She is a professor at Washington State University. Her area of expertise is pain management for canines. And she's also the president-elect of the International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management, which is a very prestigious organization worldwide. And to our surprise, we didn't know anything about the article that was going in. So it's in today's Veterinary Practice Journal. That's the name of the article, and it's a peer review article. And what it basically stated was naming some of the newer products that are coming out to the market, some of the tools that can go into the veterinary doctor's toolbox. And the key takeaway for ours was that our product, Spring with OsteoCushion technology, was addressing the root cause of the problem of the bone-on-bone contact with osteoarthritis, while other products are more focused on symptoms. The second big takeaway was the fact that she said our Spring could be used as a frontline use product. That means, it can be grabbed first as well as NSAIDs, just as equally. And the third takeaway was there's about 83 million dogs in the United States, and 5% or so of those dogs cannot take NSAIDs. They have reactions to it, negative reactions. So our product, Spring, is a really good alternative for that. And she will be talking more about that at upcoming conferences, but this was a very good article to have. And this journal only goes to veterinary doctors, so it's going right to our audience that we needed to. Yeah, it was a nice surprise because
well, it's going to how interesting. You didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah.
And so it's like a totally objective look at Spring and what it's doing.
Correct. And I've never talked to her before you even met her. So
okay, that's great. So how many clinics are you in now with this product?
We recently gave an update to the street that we're over 450 clinics as of June 30th, and we're in 47 states. So that's quite the accomplishment, because I think we had about 50 clinics last September.
Well, that's amazing how many clinics you've added just in less than a year.
Yeah. And it's a testimonial to the effectiveness of the product, because, it's really hard introducing a very disruptive technology like we have, innovative, because it's quite the paradigm shift that the veterinary doctors learn. And when you're sending product without the data behind it, even though we have over 3,000 animals doing really well on the product, the veterinary doctors have a tendency to use it on the worst case animals. Even though we still have really good results. I mean, the vets that come back and say, wow, John, this is like a miracle product. It's amazing what it's doing. But in their mindset, they automatically put us into the last use category. We tried everything else and nothing else works. So it takes a while, and then they start going, well, I'm going to try it on hip dysplasia 6 months later, and then they go, wow, we get great results here. Yeah. So we find after a year in the small animal side, they start really feeling comfortable, and they'll prescribe it for everything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a comfort level, I guess, that needs to be reached before you can get there. So patience is important. Well, what a great report, John, the article and the growth. So congratulations, and we'll see you back here.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting back into the studio. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to travel to New York.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Thanks,
thank you.
Okay. The AppTech mission is to deliver a better way for businesses to provide their customers with immersive commerce experiences. And with me is the CEO, Luke D'Angelo, to talk about specifically what AppTech is doing. So great to have you on, Luke.
Jane, thank you so much. Great to be here.
So let's just give me an overview of what AppTech is, and then we'll dig a little deeper into the business.
Sounds good. AppTech is a fintech company based in sunny Southern California, particularly in the city of Carlsbad.
Oh, yeah.
And what we basically focus on is embedding our technology, our patented intellectual property, into companies that obviously use mobile payment or some sort of mobile payment to their clients. Our mission is basically to help certain customers and many customers provide a seamless way to do business with their clients. So in other words, we help our clients actually maintain a presence with the up-to-date most technology they can have, so they can provide that seamless payment technology.
Okay, so you're kind of the infrastructure behind some of these payment systems that we are using.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of powerful patents.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about that intellectual property that you have.
So we have some very powerful intellectual property. You know, this is something we've been working on for years. It's not something that just blossomed overnight. And our patented technology basically is what we consider the mobile payment as we know it today. A lot of people use it, and a lot of people pay by text and certain URLs delivered to their phone. And specifically, our technology is centered around mobile payments. So it's very powerful. We have, we've been working on it for a substantial amount of time. And now we are deploying it with our system, embedding it into other people's systems so they have that seamless transaction via mobile payment.
Yeah. And all this work has paid off. You become a leader in the payment technology. So break that down. What does that mean exactly?
So a lot of companies, when they're dealing with their merchant services or they're dealing with mobile payment platforms, they go to their bank, whether it's Wells Fargo or Chase. And these folks only have one way to offer it, as well as Stripe and Venmo and some of these other companies that have blossomed over the last several years. What we do is, as the specialty payments leader, what we do is a company comes to us, whether they're young or they're old, and say, listen, AppTech, we would like help on rolling out something more significant so we don't outsource with this guy and we're not caged with a bank's way of doing things. So what we do is we create, under our customers' direction, a custom backend to basically give them the tools that they need to succeed with their customers. And it can be as simple as a simple mobile payment by text, or it can be more complicated by using SMS marketing to generate activities, sales, and create ultimately a transaction. But at the end of the day, it's about creating a custom solution on the back end to give our clients what they need to compete in today's market.
Okay. And this has been 8 years in the making. You've been working on this technology?
Yeah, we have. We started in 2013 and we basically studied the market. We studied our competition. We studied the banks that were trying to break into this arena, and we focused on the banks that have broken into this arena. So it's not something that's popped up overnight. And we're fortunate that we have enough relationships across not only domestically, but globally to help implement this very powerful technology. And by doing that, we saved a lot of time, we saved a lot of expense, whereas a lot of our competitors, right, have to spend money to go get clients. We have enough identifiable demand to keep us busy without spending $1 on advertising.
Interesting. And you've also got over 500 citations on the patented technology. So explain for people who aren't familiar with patent law and patents, why is that a significant piece of business?
So that's a good point, Jane, and this is one of the exciting things about AppTech. If a company develops technology and they file a patent on it, they're lucky if they get a few citations or 5 or what have you. We have over 500 forward citations on our technology, and basically that is companies that are large in scale or small in scale. What they do is they file with the United States Patent and Trade Office basically a citation that they recognize our technology and they may or may not be using it in their own technology stack. And some of the companies that have given us forward citations are like Google, Apple, Visa, Verizon, AT&T. The list goes on, right? And it's their way of basically disclosing we're using your technology, or we may use your technology, but we don't want to get in any trouble by just doing it and copying it and running with it.
I see.
So while companies are out there trying to prove their technology or get to another level by saying, hey, we've done this, our technology has been accepted and embraced in the market on a significant level. And so when we're dealing with sophisticated clients, which are smaller banks, institutions, larger clients, et cetera, it's very important that they realize that we actually have something that's been proven in the marketplace. Our intellectual property is protected by the patents, and that's one of the things that helps our customers control their own destiny within their own market. So it's very powerful, actually.
Okay.
And it's very exciting. And the best part about that, Jane, is don't take my word for it. People can go to our website, they can look up our patents, and they can go to Google and they can see all the people who've said, wow, yes, check, right? We've done this, we're doing this, et cetera. So it's one of the things that has allowed AppTech to soar above some of our competition.
Interesting. Okay, so what's the future? More strategic partnerships and fintech. When you look ahead, what's your vision?
So one of the great things about going public and being on the NASDAQ is it's created a plethora of potential strategic partnerships, like the Broadnet deal that we signed. Broadnet sends out 75 million messages a day, 600 a second, right? And with customers and strategic partnerships like Broadnet, you can look up our news announcement just over a month ago about Broadnet and who they are and who they service. Our mission is basically to work with small companies who are emerging into the market, as well as the large companies who are trying to better their market. So AppTech is in the fortunate position right now where we are signing, executing, building, and delivering. And that is our mission, that is our mantra, and there is no end in sight. And we couldn't be more happier where we're at this time of the company.
Okay, well, congratulations on your success, and thank you so much for sharing the story of AppTech. I look forward to updates in the future.
Jane, thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you, and AppTech will keep the world posted on what our next steps are.
Please do.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Hapbee wellness tech products are smart devices powered by an app that safely beam ultra-low magnetic signals to your body. And
they promise to do things with energy and focus and sleep and all kinds of things. So with me is Yona, Shtern, the CEO, and great to have you back.
Thank you very much.
So let's talk about an update since the last time we talked, the Gray Team Nexus Award. You won that, right? What is that? What does that mean?
The Gray Team is an amazing organization. They're a nonprofit based in Florida, and they work with U.S. military veterans, primarily on addiction recovery and also suicide prevention. They're one of the largest organizations like that. And every year they award something they call the Nexus Award to technologies or tools that are particularly effective as part of their overall protocol. And this year they recognized Hapbee as their most effective tool for suicide prevention amongst U.S. military veterans.
Interesting, because I know you were really trying to market veterans, so congratulations.
You know what, for us it's less about marketing and more about helping.
Yeah.
And working with outfits like Gray Team lets us reach really a community of users that really needs lots of help.
Yeah, well, and if it does help them, then that kind of takes care of some of the other things.
And it's exactly it. You know, it's extremely gratifying to listen to the stories firsthand from military vets who say, you know, I can reduce or eliminate substances, I can reduce or eliminate drugs, and I can relax, I can focus, and I can sleep without chemical intervention.
Interesting, yeah. Okay, so, and then also you've got a partnership with TrueMed. What is that about? And is that, can you do health savings accounts with that?
That's exactly what it's about.
Okay.
So TrueMed is a great partner of ours. We've been looking for ways to make Hapbee more accessible to a broader group of people. And obviously, if purchasing a Hapbee and subscribing to the Hapbee service can be applicable to your HSA or your FSA account, it makes it so much easier. And so we're able to facilitate that through TrueMed. Basically, all you do is you check out on our website, on hapbee.com, and you click the button that you want to use your HSA or FSA dollars against it, and you can save up to 30%.
Yeah, so, and you've got the Hapbee device around your neck. There's also a sleep device too. So just kind of bring people who maybe haven't seen us talk before, what products do you have?
So right now we have the neckband, and this is used predominantly for day use. Focus, anxiety, relaxation would be the primary settings that people use this as they go through their day. And then our number one selling product is our smart sleep pad. It represents about 80% of the products that we're selling today.
Okay.
People use it either when they're sitting during the day, but mostly under their pillows at night. And then they have the Hapbee app, and they can choose whatever sleep setting they want and have a restful sleep without sleep meds.
Well, sleep is very important, so thank you, Yona, for coming back. Thank you for the update.
Thank you.
Thanks.
SKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SKUR. Visit SKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Secure Privacy segment. I'm Anna Barry, along with the CEO of Sekur, Alain Ghiai. Welcome, Alain. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Anna. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
So summer is in full force. I don't know about you, but where I live, it's going to be up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means a lot of people are wanting to travel, go to the beach, go on holiday. And with that comes the opportunity to join a public Wi-Fi at the airports. And since I've been speaking with you for the past few years or so, I have learned to never do that. And so today I want you to give us the weekly hack of why we should not tap into the public Wi-Fi. What are some dangers with doing that, Alain?
Well, I always say that public Wi-Fis are not protected the way they should. You may have sometime a code in a coffee shop or an airport, but these are very light encryption that a good hacker can break into and then they can get into your traffic and monitor everything you're doing without your knowledge and use it for a later ulterior motive. They may monitor all your emails, they may check which e-banking site you go to. You know, when you travel, you're always doing something. You're reserving a hotel, an Airbnb, you're checking your flight, you're checking your work email, your personal email, you go to your e-banking. All of that we do usually in a spare time, whether we're away on vacation or in an airport. So definitely try to use your 4G, 5G as opposed to Wi-Fi. It is better to do that at the very least. And if you can, use a higher encryption methodology.
Right. And we've talked a lot about not sharing your personal and private data over the open source emails or messengers, like we won't name them. But let's also talk about how important it is to protect our internet. And that's why a VPN is very important. And you recently launched one with SKUR.
Yes, the VPN, what's really good is that Sekur VPN launched one with a 256 AES encryption or higher. It basically means that we have the highest encryption standard, plus we basically put all the kind of the DNA and the secret sauce of all our product, which is privacy, non-open source technology. And not only it encrypts your connection, it also keeps it private. So it will reduce dramatically the risk of a hacker coming in and reading all your stuff. You have to be careful with some free products or so-called famous, very easy to use type of VPNs. A couple of them have been known to sell your traffic. So that's also not good. They're data miners essentially. And that's why when you see something that's cheap or free, they usually make money from selling your data. We never do that. And for as little as $7 a month, you can protect your entire traffic, your identity, and highly encrypt anything you do on the internet. So I highly encourage that.
Absolutely. Also, you have a promo code for our viewers today. Is that correct?
Yes, you can use promo code privacy for any of our solution, and you get 15% off for the next 5 years. So it's a good long-term discount that you can get.
Yes, it is. It's all about how much is our privacy worth, and privacy has arrived with the secure solutions that you provide for all of us. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Weekly Hack. I look forward to seeing you again in the near future.
Thank you, Anna. And if any one of you are going on vacation, wishing you a great vacation.
Perfect. Thank you so much.